Hi everyone, John here, All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we're doing an unboxing and first look at the Iron Brigade. This is for the Black Powder Epic Scale American Civil War, their new Epic Battle Scale miniatures, which is a little bit smaller than I think 15 millimeter, but nevertheless it's pretty cool. I've got the starter set and I've been painting my Union troops first. It's a never-ending painting challenge with them just because that starter box is packed with so many miniatures. It's a very impressive box set. Anyway, this is one of the first releases outside of the initial release. This is the first wave, if you will, that has the Iron Brigade. It has the Zouaves, the guys with the puffy shirts and pants, and they look pretty cool. So Iron Brigade, if you don't know, they are basically Western regiments that served in the Army of the Potomac on the east side. So they were somewhat unique in that regard. And then their main claim to fame was their battle on the first day of Gettysburg. They have kind of an iconic look. They have hardy hats instead of kepis or forge caps, and they're typically more noticeable on the table. Now, this miniature is different from the starter set. The starter set came in plastic, and those frames were pretty generic. You used them as the same frame. It was just molded in blue or gray plastic, but you use the same frame for your Confederates or your Union. This is one of the first that's very specific. So this is, a Union box, if you will. So let's go ahead. Well, let's take a look at the back first. Here you get a shot of everything in the box. So you get a nice view of the models. The Iron Brigade marches to war with their trademark frock coat and black hardy hat. The brigade fought at Antietam and later at Fredericksburg, but it is for their performance at Gettysburg that they are best remembered. In the fields and the woods, there the brigade contributed massively to holding up the Confederate advance, virtually destroying itself in the process. This set provides enough models to field a complete Iron Brigade of 3 infantry regiments of 100 men each. Contents: 3 metal epic battle 300, not 3, 300 metal epic scale. There we go. 3 epic battle bases plastic sprue and 1 Union flag leaflet. All right. With that out of the way, me butchering the back of this box, let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see what we get. This box is very heavy if you're used to the plastic, because this is like all metal. So we have... Oh, there's something else in the box there. It's not folded. It is some sheets, or a sheet of flags. And it looks very cool. It's just paper, but you can cut these out. And down here we have the Iron Brigade ones: the 2nd Wisconsin, 6th Wisconsin, 7th Wisconsin, 19th Indiana Volunteers, and 24th Michigan. Very cool. Alright, so the bases themselves are the same exact bases you get in the starter box and everything else, so they're going to match your existing army in plastic, no problem, same stuff. So you get 6 packages, it looks like. Let's go ahead and open one on camera, and we can probably pop open the rest off camera and show you the result. These look like they are well packed. So it's interesting, they come in strips of 5. A lot of flashing just kind of on in the package. So like the plastic, I have a plastic frame handy. The plastic frame is 10 guys all kind of huddled together to make one stand. So obviously it's going to take 2 of these to make one stand. So that's pretty interesting. They are metal. You can see there's quite a bit of flashing on there, but nothing too bad. The guns are bent, but you know what? It's metal, so it's going to snip off quite easily, and you can just bend that back in place. Overall, the detail looks pretty good. So in this package, so it's 2 to a stand, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 stands of infantry. All told, you should have 15, because each regiment has 5 stands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically you need 10 of these stands, or 10 of these strips to make 1 regiment. So all told, there should be quite a... I wonder if these are different poses or whatnot. So that's in package 1. Package 2, you're getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 7 more stands you can make out of here. And these all look like, at least at first glance, they all look like the same pose in the package, which is nice. If we get 6 different varieties of miniatures, of strips, we can really mix them up to give the stands some variety. But this obviously is a different configuration than this one. That's pretty cool. So I'm just curious. We'll continue the unboxing. So I thought at one point these were going to be in Warlord resin, but I think I'm fine with metal. These look like different from these. So yeah, another pack of unique sculpts. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So that's what it looks like. And then I'm wondering, number 6 feels lighter than everything else, so let's open that one. That might be the command strips. Yep, you get 3 of these, so these are your command. Very cool looking. So there you go, and I'm sure that these other ones are all different sculpts as well. These ones, yeah, these ones are different also. So that's a lot of models to paint. Very cool. All right, so let's see. So number 5 is a small package as well. Let's see. This is probably the other half of the command strips, because there's 10 guys on a strip, even the command base. So yeah, this is the other side. Ooh, look at all that flashing on there. Okay. So these guys, another flagpole, because you have the American flag and then you have the regimental flag. So you've got that to make your 3 command stands. So how do these stack up, like detail-wise, to the plastics and scale-wise? Oops, I was holding it the right way. And they look spot on for height. You can see that. 2 of these together are spot on for width. So it looks pretty good. Detail wise, I think these look really nice. I don't see that they're any better or worse than the plastics, but I think they look good. I think they'll be cool. These guys all have bayonets, which is different from this as well. All right, so what do I think about this box? Well, I'm kind of torn on this box and this whole release, because the metal, you know, or if they come out with resin versions, are a lot more expensive than the plastic, than buying a plastic regimental box. So I think it's almost twice as expensive, but I could be wrong. But it's much more expensive to buy these boxes. And it looks like the rest of the American Civil War range is going to be the same way. If they're in metal or if they're in resin, they're going to be pricey. But you know, you pay for what you get. Iron Brigade happens to be an iconic unit, so I felt justified in purchasing it and you know, adding it to my army, even though it's a little bit more pricey than maybe I wanted to pay for initially. But I'm kind of excited. I'm probably not going to pick up the Zouaves or the Zouaves or however you'd pronounce that, just because I could probably paint these guys with red pants and just kind of go from there. But these guys I think are nice with the hats, with the different hats. Everyone has that black hardy hat. The way that they're painted. So try to get that in focus. It's just different from normal Union troops, and it can give your Union army a little bit of variety, which I think is going to be a good thing. And then it also lets you play things like the Battle of Gettysburg, Day 1. So the con is the price. The pro is, you know, it's a famous unit, one of the most famous units in the Army of the Potomac, and they have a unique look to them. So that really is, if that's your jam, that's a good justification. Other thing I'm disappointed in, but I kind of understand where they're going with this, is that really you know, this set provides you enough models to field a complete Iron Brigade of 3 infantry regiments. Well, the Iron Brigade was really 5 infantry regiments, not 3. So if I wanted to field all 5 regiments, I'd have to buy 2 of these boxes and have one regiment extra. And I don't recall if any other regiments outside of the Iron Brigade looked like this, but you know, so that's something to consider. I know some people are playing with 3 stands to a to a regiment instead of 5, but you would still need to come up with some kind of command stand to fix that. Because if you use 3 stands per regiment, then you would have enough infantry stands to make the other 2 regiments. You just need to either find some way to reproduce this, or green stuff it or something, find a third-party command stand or something like that. So there's ways around it too. I wish you could get 5 regiments in the box, but I understand this is kind of how they're marketing all their things, is like the Union Brigade in plastic or the Confederate Brigade in plastic is just 3 complete regiments or 15 stands as well. So that's kind of what they're going with all their releases. I haven't got to play a game yet because I'm still hip deep in painting these things. I've just got so many of them. But I think the Iron Brigade is going to move up to the front of my painting queue so that I can get them out, and then I'll have a separate video kind of talking about how the assembly process went, how the painting went, and all that good stuff, so you can kind of get an idea of that. So there you go, guys. That's a look at the Black Powder Epic Battles Iron Brigade box set from Warlord Games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider giving us a like and subscribe. That really helps the channel, helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, click that bell to receive notification when we release new content. If it's content you like, doing all those things really helps to let me know and YouTube know that that's the kind of content you want to see more of. We appreciate you watching, and keep on wargaming.